Sure. I'm Nicole Maurer. I'm the Executive Director of the Community Health Council.
And I'm Laurie Crawford, the Executive Director at the Lebanon Valley Conservancy.
And we're expecting Ron Birch from the Lebanon Valley Bike Coalition. We don't need him to say thank you. he says his thanks. Yeah, so how this came about was I asked Jamie what the best way was to get a thank you letter to the commissioners for our hotel tax grant, and he said, we should come to a meeting. So this is how we got here. So I did write the letter, but we can go over the highlights so that you guys have some materials. But we did want to say thank you and just follow up and let you know how the ride went. So as you may or may not know, we put on a scenic bike ride, a day of scenic bike rides here in the Valley. We partnered with the Bike Coalition, who had been doing rides for a number of years, and also the Conservancy, who'd been a benefactor of the ride previously also. So this year we were very excited. We had 360 cyclists, which the probably the largest ride prior to this year had been about 175. So that was really exciting. You can see from the thank you letter that you have in front of you the heat map. So that just shows where riders came from for the ride. And you can see we really expanded our reach to Harrisburg and Lancaster and even into Berks County. So we were thrilled about that. In fact, 56% of the participants were from outside Lebanon County. So in terms of a tourism event, you know, I feel like that was very successful.
And it's exactly what the tourism money is.
Yeah.
You know,
And
No, please.
I didn't want to interrupt Commissioner Phillips. Can you tell me what you did exactly with the money?
Sure. Yeah, so a lot of the hotel tax dollars went to advertising the ride. So we did have 3 billboards, one leaving the county on Route 72, one coming into the county on Route 422 in like Myers, but farther, a little farther out.
Further.
Yeah, and
Duxburg, maybe.
Yes.
Okay.
And then one right in Lancaster City, which we got a lot of feedback from that particular billboard.
Prince Street.
On Prince Street,
It was very noticeable.
Yeah. We also spent money in the branding of this year's ride, which you have in front of you. The ride has never really had a strong brand, and a lot of these rides, you know, are recognizable in the T-shirts that come out or the posters that are around. So we wanted to really give the ride sort of a more professional feel. So we did spend money on graphic design. We also spent about $1,000 on radio ads, but then they also did a series of PSAs right before the ride in terms of safety for cyclists. So that relationship with the radio station really was beneficial, I think. We also did some, we had a PR person who wrote some press releases and helped us distribute those and articles, and we also did some marketing with Lebtown, and we did quite a bit of Facebook boosting.
you mentioned the collector's items posters.
Oh yeah, so yeah, well that went into the graphic design and the branding. So we actually did a 18 by 24 size poster of this that I don't know where they went because I think people kept them.
Yeah,
they were.
We had requests for them, you know,
Yeah.
after the race because they were so well done.
Yeah, and we did use a local marketing company. We used Level 11, Marshall and Becky at Level 11 for the marketing, so we were really thrilled with that. So a lot of the money went towards advertising and promotions this year.
Thank you. Anyone have any questions from Lettown or LBR? No? Anybody else?
Did people pay to go on the ride?
Yes, so the ride is a fundraiser.
Okay.
And that was one of the reasons we went after the hotel tax grant, because as we all know, when you're doing a fundraiser, you don't want to use your fundraising dollars for advertising and promotion. You know, it all cuts into your profit. So we did raise money this year for the Conservancy, for the land preservation program, and also the Community Health Council and Lebanon Valley Bike Coalition received a portion of the proceeds.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, how much did you raise overall?
We raised $18,000.
It's not bad.
Not bad. Yeah.
It's amazing what advertising can do. People, you know,
Yeah.
we took a survey to see who how they found out about it, and billboards were the #1, which is
Really?
interesting because
Yeah.
it's not something that we can usually afford to do.
Yeah, we can't
without,
afford
without the
billboards.
support.
Definitely
And so it was interesting that and I think the design had a lot to do with it. Of course, the design is loud and bright and well done. So when you see that on the billboard, it's noticeable. But we were surprised that that was our biggest draw, was the billboard.
Yeah.
So.
Your
So-
treasurer has arrived.
Yes. Ron, sorry.
Verify. No, I think you're.
Yeah, yeah, so we included some comments we got from some folks on the back of the thank you letter. But we just, we really appreciate it's a risk, it's sort of a, it's not a real common event, I think, in terms of tourism. But we really do think, and I have to say, as an avid cyclist, both a mountain biker and a road cyclist, I think we have a lot of opportunity here in the county in terms of bringing people here to ride bicycles, whether it be on mountain or on road. And I really think that that's an avenue we need to explore. And I've talked to Jen Kuzo quite a bit about it. And
So I was just gonna ask if
Yeah.
you've connected with her.
yeah, and I have to say, Jen was instrumental in the planning for this event. She really was very helpful. She's not here now. And obviously, Visit Lebanon Valley was, she just lent a hand, especially in dealing with the expo and also helping us get in contact with some media contacts. Very helpful.
And hotel and restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
She spent
That's right.
some time trying to find restaurants who would have the bikers give them discounts and things like that. And she worked out some hotel flyers that the riders, we actually sent these to the riders, places to stay, places to eat. 'Cause we
Things
really-
to do, because it's the same day as Old Danville Days.
We
so.
wanted to keep them in the county for the day afterwards. So she did her part to try and keep them here, which was nice.
Okay. Ron, do you have anything?
For me, it was just a big promotion for Lebanon County, for bicycling, bringing people in from the outside. Even the people that live here maybe don't realize the beauty that we have, and this event promotes that as well for people in the county as well as people outside the county.
Is there a rain date? Because I see it
No.
says June 8th, and I'm thinking, what happens if it rains or, thunderstorms?
Rain or shine.
No, it's a rain or shine event.
Yeah.
Even if is it safe if it's lightning and all?
Yeah, that's, it's kind of, I don't even want to
Bicycles have rubber
hedge. I don't even want to hedge, but I have definitely done bike tourism events in the rain. I mean, it is, this weekend is the Chocolate Town Tour. It could rain Saturday morning. All these events are generally rain or shine. So that's
Yeah.
not something that the cyclist would not expect. One interesting point, though, is people do watch the weather. We had 175 signups in the last week.
Yeah.
Which makes it difficult to plan an event. So we definitely learned some lessons in terms of some price tiering
Yes.
and things like that for next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they wait to see the weather.
Yeah, we can't have
Oh, yeah.
we can't have that many people signing up the last week next year. So, and it is a fundraising event, and when people know that and they decide not to ride because of weather, hopefully they realize that their dollars went towards.
Yeah.
No refunds.
Went to-
Yeah,
yeah, no refunds.
Yeah, no refunds.
Yes.
I'm sure that this played into Jen Kuzo's thoughts and maybe yours. I mean, you guys are cyclists, but typically I think cyclists do leave their money here. They eat.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more than just the event.
Yeah. But I mean, as a group, that's a group that will spend money where the
Absolutely.
event is. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And as a sustainability factor too, Nikki spent some time sending a survey out to everyone and got a very large response. Over 100 people responded, so we could, adapt the path and make the right changes so that the money spent this year is definitely worth the future of the event. So.
All right, well, keep us in mind for next year.
We
We already are.
shall. Yeah.
Anything else?
No, well, I just did want to mention that our next event, which isn't really a tourism event, but we do have I did bring some postcards for our Tower to Town 10-mile event, which benefits the Wenger Park Rail Trail Project.
That's
So,
lovely, Kathy.
yeah, I'm going to pass some of these around. People can, yeah. So,
That's 10 miles from Governor Dick.
10 miles from Governor Dick to the city, yeah. Ends in Optimus
This is your
Park.
second one?
It is our second one, but hopefully we hope to end in the Wenger Park once that
Good.
starts getting started.
And we had earlier talk about the rail trail and how that September 19th, there'll be some activity about that. So it's a lot of good things for bike safety. And,
Yeah, it's a real treasure.
Awareness and so on.
Yep.
Good.
This is actually just a day after our grand opening on the rail trail for several sections, or 2 sections.
Oh, for the new sections. Oh, okay, great.
September 19th.
Okay. Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, we should
Yeah,
do,
we will.
okay.
Okay, you can continue that later.
Our idea machine, we'll continue our idea.
But thank you very much.
Thank you,
and-
guys.
And to all the
Thank you.
volunteers that are behind all that. You know, you folks are the front folks. Really, I know there's a legion of people that
Absolutely.
volunteer their times, and
Absolutely.
and that's also another testimony to Lebanon County. I mean, we just came off the county fair, which had, you know, hundreds of volunteers out there, and it's just a lot of good going on in the county, so.
There is, and we want to keep, you know, I've been frustrated in the past by all the cycling events that use Lebanon County roads but don't benefit Lebanon County. So this is, you know, I think a real start of a change in terms of keeping the money, keeping dollars in the county.
May I ask one follow-up question?
Sure.
I see the one is a bike and the one is a run. Do you ever allow bikes on the run and runs on the bike?
No,
No. Okay.
yeah, it's a little bit different audiences in terms of, you know, the race, the run is a race, and the bike ride is like a scenic, enjoyable ride kind of thing, so,
All right,
yeah.
thank you.
Thank you
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you very much, folks.
All right, if there's nothing else, Jane?